Hey, peace everybody. It's your boy Minister Jew. Back with another video. I want to wrap up 2019 and introduce you guys to some new improved things that will be on full display coming up in 2020. And so I don't want to waste too much of your time. I just want to get right into this thing. Coming up in 2020, we will have some new products, some new services, and a change in some of our prices inside of the memberships. If you're new to Minister Jew, your first time seeing this video, I suggest maybe you go back and watch some of the older footage or some of the videos and whatnot that I have on YouTube and other platforms. If you're not familiar with some of the content, if this is your first time maybe catching me on this video. But for the people who are familiar with the work that I've done over the last 4 or 5 years, you guys know that I think I really set the bar high for what we consider to be manifestation through mind science and mindfulness principles and techniques. And so, I always mention, over the last 4 or 5 years, I think now we're at $6 million in collective testimonials from people who have participated either within the memberships or people who just heard the message and took what they could and applied it to their own personal lives and in their personal space and got a result. We've had healing stories of all sorts, people who have improved themselves, heart conditions, anemia, edema, all kind of things people have suffered from and have found a way to turn the page utilizing some of these quantum techniques that I've developed and produced over the years from real study. Anybody that hears me talk, I like to use the word cognitive spirituality, in which I can prove what I'm saying by way of case study, by way of experiment, by way of implementation, and by way of result. That's my baseline to determine how real something is by an actual result and watching it develop over time and mature over time so that people really get the full benefit of what it is that they're practicing. And so over the last 4 or 5 years, we've had these results, people winning the lottery, $10,000, $12,000, $7,000 at a time. People getting raises on their jobs, people starting businesses. All of these different things have happened under the guidance and the tutelage of what it is that I profess and teach inside of these memberships. And as of late, the results have been getting bigger and better. And so anytime things get bigger and better from the effort and the work that you put in, the value must go up for what it is that you do. And so we're taking a small increase in price moving into 2020, not nothing startling that's going to rattle your pocketbook, but it's really going to make you respect the work and really, really make you practice, because wherever you put your money in as an investment, you should expect to get something back. And in this particular network, you're expecting to get something back via return, whether it be your health, your financial situation, your overall emotional state improving, happiness, joy, etc., etc. So you want to make sure that you visit the site before 2020, because for this last 2 weeks in 2019, we're going to keep the price the same. If you've been on the fence, you've been watching me for months, years, whatever the case may be, and you have been interested and you just haven't made the move, I suggest you do it now before the price goes up in 2020. All right, so you want to visit the site, theimaginationguru.com. Click on the memberships tab. You'll be able to sign up in either one of those memberships that we have available there, whether it be quantum imaging, quantum scriptures, or Jew talks. And I want to talk about some of the changes inside of the membership too. So if you're looking for healing, this will really, really benefit you, what I'm about to say. We're switching gears in Jew talks, and we're going to turn that into a quantum healing membership. For a plethora of reasons. We were dealing with healing inside of the membership, but the title kind of is misleading a little bit. Looking back in hindsight, I should have just called it the Quantum Healing Membership to begin with. And so we're going to change the naming on that, rebrand it to put it back in the storefront as a service. And the price is going up on that as well. But if you join now at the price that it is now, you'll be grandfathered in 2020. And this membership is going to take the most drastic increase. It may be $30, $40 increase from the $39 that it's at right now. So if you're looking into getting into the healing modalities, whether you're in need or you're a teacher, right? Because my thing is, I'm a teacher, and there's people who look up to me inside of these fields and maybe want to learn some of the intricacies of what it is that I do. And you could take some of the information and utilize it on your own platforms, whatever it is that you do as far as healing and teaching is concerned. So right now, Jew Talks, which is really a healing membership, is at $39 a month. I think we're going to take it up to like $75 a month to match the quantum imaging membership. So you want to jump in that now if that's something that you've been interested in doing over the last couple years, watching and participating from afar in what it is that I teach and profess. We're going to be adding some things to that membership to justify the price increase. Recently, we just had monthly webinars. Now we're going to add a conference call to that, personal one-on-one implementation goal trackers. That's something new that I'm creating moving forward in 2020, which we're already implementing inside the quantum imaging membership. So it's not new to them. We've been working on that for maybe the last 30 days or so. But we're going to use this moving forward in all of the memberships, because all of the case studies, all the neuroscience points to you have to have some type of cognitive input personally to really achieve your goals. You have to, it's more than willpower, I guess I would say. You have to just keep the foot on the gas, man. You have to have as many external cues to remind you of that, and implementation goals is one of them. So we're going to be implementing that in all of the memberships moving forward into 2020. I'm also going to be doing one-on-one private, what I call cognitive prayer and coherent sessions with the people inside of the healing memberships. The one-on-one coaching is said to be the best way for people to get results in any field of study or practice. And so I want to make sure that I'm very hands-on with the people who are suffering from ailments, and that we can schedule one-on-one coaching sessions where I guide people through what I call quantum intercessory rosary prayer. All right. So quantum rosaries is something that I've recently created that we're implementing inside of the memberships as well. Super fantastic once you understand the neuroscience behind it, and taking subjective principles and utilizing it in that way to reap results. Phenomenal practice. I suggest that you guys, if you're interested, to participate in that. All right. As usual, in the membership, we're going to get into case studies, demonstrations, all of those things that are hallmarks inside of what it is that I do over the years. We're going to be adding that to the quantum healing membership that will be present and available starting at the top of 2020. Got a bunch of new techniques coming out as well. Some things that have been only privy to my private memberships, I'm now going to be releasing for the first time in 3 years to the general public, specifically the wishing well technique. All of these techniques too that I'm going to mention here, these are techniques to help you condition your mind. Anybody that's ever played sports or anything where you had to do repetition, they teach you that you have to condition yourself, meaning practicing over and over again the same thing in order to really download that program. And so what I've learned is, over the years and watching other people talk about mind science where they may have fell short in some of the results that they have been looking to get, is because they lack the discipline and the fortitude to repeat. And we're living in a time where a lot of spiritual practices that are given out by a plethora of people are really just microwave. Everybody thinks that it's like this microwave thing that happens, but no, it's like any other thing. You have to condition your mind in order to reap the proper results, because the action principle only takes place after conditioning is readily installed into the deeper recesses of your mind. So anybody telling you that do a technique today and tomorrow something's going to happen, they're gassing you up, ladies and gentlemen. That's not how it works. You have to condition your mind, 28, 30 days, solar cycles, lunar cycles. These outward expressions of what we see happening in the cosmos is only an inner reflection of how we should appropriate things subjectively. So you have to go through cycles within your own consciousness to reap the benefits of any cognitive spiritual practice, or what I call cognitive spirituality, right? So we're going to be releasing techniques with anxiety, dealing with anxiety, depression, the wishing well, dealing with financial conditioning, and increasing your money magnet is really what that's all about. Relationship traumas, toxic relationships that people have been through, where it has left them scarred. I created a technique called Sand to the Beach for that phenomenal technique that you can use to reprogram and uproot a lot of the angst and disappointment that comes from scarred relationships and whatnot. So I think I'm going to add those flyers to the end of this video. So if you watch it all the way to the end, you should be able to see some of the flyers for some of those techniques coming up shortly in 2020 that will be available to the general public. These techniques that I just mentioned here, they're going to be available for everyone in the general public, not just the people inside of the memberships. Although the people inside of the memberships will be able to have them for free. It comes as a perk for being a member. That's what you get for becoming a member inside of the private memberships and networks that we have available. So with that, I want to say get to the website, www.theimaginationguru.com. Click on those membership tabs ASAP before the year is out so that you can get in at the price that it's in now before the increase in price comes, and you'll be able to participate. No worries to the people that are already in the membership. If you're watching this video, you're grandfathered in at the price that you're in now. So anybody that's in Jew Talks for $39, it won't be an increase on your end. You're grandfathered in at that number. And anybody who comes in now up until the first of the year, you'll be grandfathered in at those prices that are there as well. The only membership that's not having a change in price is Quantum Scriptures. It's going to stay at $48 monthly. But the Quantum Healing membership, Quantum Imaging membership is definitely going up. So again, visit the site now. Join us ASAP. Peace.